Hello yoga friends, and welcome back to my 30-day yoga challenge where we do 10 minutes of yoga a day for 30 days. My name is Jessica and this is day 17. We'll be working on flexibility for the splits today. So we will be stretching out our hip flexors and our hamstrings, beginning in Sukhasana. Easy pose, fluttering the eyes closed or taking a soft gaze here. Let's even out the breath. In and out through the nostrils. Let's begin our practice today by setting an intention. The one I'll be using is I release any need to judge myself or others. I release any need to judge myself or others. And let's begin to inhale the energy from that beautiful intention in through the nose, deep into the belly. And open the mouth, sigh, exhale out anything extra that you may have brought onto your mat today, knowing that you can always return to your intention throughout practice and perhaps throughout the rest of your day. Let's bring the soles of our feet together now, knees wide for seated butterfly. Sitting up nice and tall here. Option to stay here if you are feeling sensation. If you want to go deeper, let's exhale, forward fold over those legs. Maybe getting a little deeper into our poses today on each exhale. But making sure not to force anything. We want to go just to our edge where we begin to feel sensation and not past it. Let's take 2 more rounds of breath here. Next, inhale, gently roll up, and we're going to straighten out the legs in front of us for caterpillar or staff pose. Sitting up nice and tall once again, let's inhale the arms above the head. Exhale, forward fold over those legs. Maybe resting the hands on the shins or around the balls of the feet or heels. Getting into those hamstrings, which are located on the back of the legs, just below the knee, up through the thigh. And if you think here of your chest coming a little bit closer to your legs instead of your nose, you might get a different and deeper sensation here on the backs of those legs. Take about 3 more rounds of breath here. And on your next inhale, gently roll up to a seated position. We're going to find our way into a one-legged hero's pose by bringing our legs out in front of us. Now, if full hero's pose is in your practice, feel free to do that. But right now, let's get back into our staff pose here and bend our right knee so that our right heel is just on the outside of the hip, but make sure that your knee is in line with your hip here. This might be enough sensation for you right here. If not, next exhale, gently lower down, maybe onto your forearms, or maybe all the way onto your back. making sure that knee remains on the ground and that shin. Being very gentle here. And on your next inhale, very gently walk yourself back up into that seated position. Straighten that right leg and bringing that left leg into half heroes. Sitting up nice and tall, making sure that left knee is in line with the hip. Feel free to stay here or exhale yourself down. And on your next inhale here, gently walk yourself back up to a seated position. Straighten that left leg, and let's find our way to a tabletop position. Knees directly under hips, wrists directly under shoulders. Let's bring that right foot forward towards the front of the mat. Inhaling the arms up to the sky, let's begin to find where you feel that hip flexor stretch in the left front of the hip here. Maybe you need to move your right foot a little toward the front of the mat here, making sure that the knee never extends over the ankle. And you can float your arms down on top of that right thigh. And from here, we're going to go ahead and set up for half splits by straightening that right leg, flexing that right foot, and exhale, fold over that right leg, really getting in to that hamstring. Now, if you do have splits already in your practice, or maybe you're working towards them, now is the time that you would take them from this half split position. But feel free to just stay here in this beautiful half split. I'll take 2 more rounds of breath. And on your next inhale, bend that right knee, bringing it back to a tabletop position. Let's bring the left foot towards the front of the mat. Inhaling, arms up for high or low crescent. And maybe inching that left foot towards the front of the mat, finding that sensation in the hip flexor on the right. Maybe floating the hands down on top of the left thigh. And from here, let's straighten that left leg, flexing the left foot. Next, exhale, fold over that left leg, half splits on the opposite side. Now, if you do have splits in your practice, feel free to take them or stay here with me in this beautiful half split. Taking about 2 more rounds of breath here. And next, inhale, bending that left knee, finding our way to tabletop, and eventually down to our backs for our final Shavasana. Maybe inhaling knees into chest, giving yourself a nice little hug before releasing into your final resting pose. Scanning the body for any tension that we can exhale and letting go here. You are welcome to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like, as this is where I'm going to leave you. I want to thank you for coming to practice with me today, and I look forward to seeing you for tomorrow, day 18. Namaste.